are we there yet? I said, are we there yet? Yeah, are we there yet? So, you know, you just look across to somebody next to you, someone, right? Just act like you're talking to the chairs too, because those seats will be filled. So just ask them. You say, are we there yet? and, and I think about this in a sense because sometimes we're not there. Where is there? And most of the time, I think I saw a commercial not long ago when their children, I don't know if it was a car commercial or what have you, and when the kids were younger, they would ask their mother, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And the mom would look a little frustrated, like, just be patient, we'll get there, because for some odd reason, the ride is long to a kid. Even if it's 15, 20 minutes, that's long to them. And they still saying, are we there yet? And they don't have really a concept of time. So when you tell them that the end of the school year is in June and you're in January, they keep asking every day, is it yet? Is it yet? Are we there yet? And so it is that and time changes, and then furthermore in the commercial, then the mother was in the back seat and the son was now driving. And she would ask the son what he asked her when he was young, are we there yet? So it's a continuum. But when the Lord was speaking to me about are we there yet, he said, ask them, are we there yet? Meaning what? Do you have a clear understanding of the time that we're there in the spiritual realm, that we know what time it is? He says, so are we there yet? Are we there with the full mindset or the time in which we live in? So Paul was encouraging his spiritual son Timothy to be encouraged as he set him as the pastor over Ephesus. He wanted to encourage him not to be despised. Don't let anyone despise him because of his youth. He gave him his testimony how he fought a good fight, and he wants him to stand fast. He wants him to teach the doctrine which he was taught from his grandmother Eunice and his mother Lois. He's kept telling him, I want you to make sure you preach the gospel in season, out of season, whether they want to hear, rebuke, reprove, all the above. And so here in 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, starting from the 1st verse, he said, this know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. Let's ask that question. Are we there yet? Okay, great. She said, yes. So you don't have to ask the question. Yes, we are. So he said they will come. But if we understand the time that we're in, we know that perilous times are here. We're going to be self-absorbed, money hungry, self-promoting, stuck up, profane, contemptuous of parents, crude, coarse, dog eat dog, unbending, slanderers, impulsively wild, savage, cynical, treacherous, ruthless, bloated windbags, addicted to lust, and allergic to God. They make a show of religion, but behind the scenes, they're animals. Stay clear of these people. Do anyone have to do anything for you? They really don't. So if somebody does something, be grateful. But this is a generation now that are ungrateful people. They expect much, but don't give anything. That whole saying is that my hands are open, but they tight when it's time to give. Either way, if you don't keep your hands open to give, somebody can take out or give. This is how the blessings are. But most people like this. And if you think about it, if you cup sugar, you get more this way. If when you do this, it goes out. Same thing with the blessings of God on money. People say, I'm going to squeeze it. Okay, you keep squeezing it. You keep holding on to it. Nothing's coming out. But as generous you are, you can receive and you can give the same way. Okay? So it is without natural, or we say unholy. That's without piety, no reverence at all. Be ye holy, for I am holy. This is what the Lord declared for us to be. And you know, it takes time to be holy. You have to decide to make a choice to live a sanctified life, set aside. But if you connect yourself with those that are unholy, then it starts to spill over. Who's influencing who? In and out. Say, well, God delivered you from smoking for alcohol. Why are you around those that keep smoking? That's going to remind you of it. Why are you around those sitting on a bar stool? You say, what am I here? If you say, well, I'm going to go witness. Okay, witness and leave. Throw a track down and leave, right? I'm going to witness this way. Use wisdom and say, I'm not going to partake anymore because I know if I stay here long enough, they'll start drawing. What happened to Solomon, the wisest king on the earth? He was pulled away from these strange women, right? Same thing as Samson. They enjoyed the heathen women. Come on, stop playing. You lie down with them, then you're going to get up with the same thing. They pull you further and further away from God. Are we there yet? And the first thing, it's not going to happen to me. Every drug addict said, it's not going to happen to me. Everyone that ever been addicted, it's not going to happen to me. I got control. Then no. It's like sin. When you reach out to sin, that's what the Bible says, give no place to the devil. Because when you reach out to sin, sin grabs hold of you. It's like a vice, and he won't let you go. And that's what the enemy wants. All he wants is an opportunity. Are we there? The world is corrupt. Oh, and God sits on the throne, allowed us to happen, but there's some good too. But these people have choice. Remember, are we there yet? If we understand the enemy, we know how to come against him. We know how to pray. We're not set in this community for naught. We're here to pray for the spirits that are in this community. God assigned us to Deptford for a reason. It's Gloucester. There's something in Gloucester that he wants us to do. Right? Deliverance, right? Remember, we're deliverance worship center, right? Okay? And there's some that are fierce, wild, savage, uncivilized, despisers of good men. They're just unfriendly to people that are good altogether. I don't know why they don't like me because you're good. They're just evil. Evil people don't like good people. But you see how they hook up with evil people real quick. I mean, quick, and they will devise a plan against somebody that's good. Are we there yet? Do we understand there's forces and enemy that's working against the people of God? Are we there yet? It could be your children. It could be your spouse. It could be your mother. It could be anyone that's working against you because you're good. Just give God praise because who he is. Not what he has done, but who he is. I worship him just because of who you are. He said, they that worship me must worship me in spirit and in truth from your heart. Your heart. That's where love comes from. Your actions will show where your heart is. So it says, denying the power of godliness, that is destitute of godliness, having no faith that one can be godly in this life. There are people that actually believe you can't live right. They say that. Everybody sinned. Everybody comes short of it. You're correct. We all have sinned. And the Bible declares if we say we haven't, we lie. I get it. I understand. We were all born. But guess what? We don't practice sin. We don't wake up and say, this is what I'm going to do today. There are people that actually deliberate in their approach. I'm going to get somebody back there. No, I'm trying to live right. I'm trying to live according to, I'm going to sanctify this self. I'm going to sanctify myself. I'm going to do what God called. I'm going to be set aside for the master's use. I'm going to live according to the word of God every way that I can. And when I come up short, there's the comforter. There's the Spirit of God. There's my advocate. There's my high priest that can be felt with the feelings of my infirmity. He knows how I feel. He said, I'm going to be an advocate. I'm going to let the Father know, don't cut you off. Don't cut you off. That's why I'm here. That's why I shed my blood. People need to know that you can be saved. People need to know they can be changed. Their lives can change. But the enemy will have people believing, denying the power of God. It doesn't exist. You can't live right. You got to stay in the state. That's the lie from the pit of hell. The enemy told people right now. Most people are still addicted because the devil told them you can't get off of it.